That's good. So with all companies, there's networking companies. Every company has a product. All companies have products of some sort or other. Your retail companies, they all have products. So the products are very important. But especially in a business like we're in, the financial aspect is very important as well. And I would suggest probably that most of the people who come on board with Manatech, at some stage, somebody's told them, look, I've got something that might help you from a health challenge point of view, but they've probably also said, look, I've got something that might help you from a financial point of view, because often it's our wallets that have a health challenge. Phil, you've been involved with Manatech for a little while now, and how have you found that, what's important, as far as the business side of the company is concerned?
Oh, thanks, Chris. We've always seen the business as a two-pronged business. The health benefits that we've accomplished with our family have been absolutely phenomenal. But the income that we generate from the business is pretty well saved our bacon on a few occasions. So it's been an amazing, like a second string to our bow in early days. But these days it's our main source of income. And it's just different. You don't work for anybody, you work for yourself. And it's certainly been, it's not a normal kind of business. It's different. It's not like a job. And we just have a good time with it. We have an amazing team of people. And some of those people are on this call tonight. And to those of you that are there, we just love having you as part of the team. It's been very good to us, Chris. If you'd like, I can give you a quick rundown on how it all started. Would that be value for you? Yeah,
that'd be very good. Yes.
Okay. All right. We had our own agency business for a number of years, and we supplied products to pharmacies all over Queensland, and it was very, very good to us. We were making a healthy six-figure income Well, let me put it, how did we get started? Okay. We'd been approached by 6 different people on 6 different occasions to have a look at this. And there's an important message here. The timing was never right. We have a special son, as many of you know, and we had our business that was running. We had a lot of things that were going on, and the timing, we'd been there, done that with the previous company, and we were just not in that kind of space where let's have a look at something again. But ultimately, at the sixth approach, we spoke to some friends, and they said, "Oh, look, this product might just help Andrew." And we said, "Okay, what we'll do is we'll have a listen to these dudes, and if the product is any good, we'll give it to Andrew. But there's no way we're going to get involved in the business again, because we were tired of it all, and we just didn't want to go down that road again." We were very lucky. We had James Hannon came up and did our presentation to us, and it was very informal. We had agreed we weren't going to do anything. And to help us out, we had a handful of friends, I think there were 6 of them, who agreed to come along and give us moral support, but there was no way they were going to get involved in this thing, whatever it might have been. So that was okay. So you can imagine all these people sitting around with folded arms saying, "Yeah, okay, do your thing, friend," and go from there. But interestingly, halfway through the night, my wife, and for those of you that know Patsy, she's a very, very smart lady. She's a human dynamo. And halfway through the night, Patsy stands up and says, "Yeah, it looks great. Makes sense. We're in." And I'm thinking, I've been double-crossed. We'd agreed on a course of action, and that course of action had suddenly changed midstream. But the other part that upset me, I guess, was the fact that the going-in price at the time, the premium pack was $13.75. And we didn't have a spare $13.75 floating around. Most people don't. And I said to her on the quiet, I said, "How am I going to pay for it?" And she said, "Don't worry, I got a bit on my credit card." So the other thing that upset me was that of the 6 people that came along to support us, 4 of them stood up and said, "Yeah, it makes sense, we're in too." So I'd been shot down multiple times. But that was okay, because once we got started, we realized that it was a good business. The products were starting to make an effect on our bodies, and we got seriously working, and we did not muck around. Now, the reason I say that is that we had a need that we had to get the ball rolling, and we did. We were lucky enough, or I don't suppose luck came into it. We found some good leadership and some people, and we got rolling very rapidly. 2 weeks, we had doubled the cost of going in. So it cost $13.75. We doubled that in 2 weeks. Yep. In 6 months, we qualified for an all-expenses cruise to the Caribbean, which was brilliant because we'd never accomplished that before. And in our first year, we built our business fairly rapidly with the team, and we were fortunate enough to get to the executive level, which was around about just under $50,000 a year. Now, the crux here, folks, is one morning we got a phone call from the principals of the company that we represented, and they told us that the company had been sold for $33 million, and the new owners had their own sales force, and they didn't need the agents around Australia anymore. We lost over $100,000 a year income in one phone call. Now, if you imagine what it would be like if you've got a good job and it's looking after you very well, and you got a phone call, the boss said, oh, the company's closing down, or whatever, and you lost your income, what would you do? Now, we were very, very fortunate, and we didn't do it purposely, but we built the business on the side while I was running all over Queensland. And fortunately, we had a backup income when it happened. Yep. So just keep in mind, folks, that it's always wise to keep more than one financial option open. My favourite saying is dig the well before you need the water.
Yep.
I'm just glad we're just glad we dug the well. So, Chris, it's been very good to us, and we love the business, we love the company, we love the people that we work with. They're all magic. And a handful of us are heading off to Dallas next year, so that's another story. So, that's our bit, Chris. Just love it, love it.
Look, that's great, Phil, and that's a great introduction, because what you've said, how important it is to dig the well before you need it. We live in a day and age where we don't know what the future holds. It can be any day that the whole world financial system can collapse, and or like you with the job that you were with, suddenly it just stops. And what do you do? So I think that's a great introduction to the importance